Call Mr. Robeson, Rotunda Theatre, Buxton, Thursday, July 11, 2019. It was very striking and worrying when, in the then crowded Conservative Party leadership contest a few weeks ago, the frontrunner seemed to echo almost exactly the words of USA President number 45 when he gave his opinion on how the UK should deal with the EU over Brexit. And yesterday, following number 45's barrage of insults against the UK's ambassador to the US, in language that confirms his total ignorance of the word diplomacy, and the candidate's reluctance to back the diplomat, the country lost an apparently well-respected civil servant. Throw in the fact that Mr. Johnson has expressed willingness to exclude Parliament from the final stages of the Brexit process, and it seems clear that our public institutions have almost been taken over by reactionary forces, of which Johnson is an unpleasant manifestation. That notwithstanding, he remains the clear favourite, if the pundits, even the impartial BBC, are to be believed. The similarity with what has gone on in US politics over the last few years, down to the extent of media attention given to unsavory characters at the expense of examining abuses of power and process here and abroad, is frankly frightening. Whoever the next Prime Minister is, the fact that he would have been chosen by such a small percentage of the British population in such a divided period in our history must prepare us for turbulent times ahead, hopefully not including violence, as the majority of the populace lose all faith in their government. This brings to mind the occasion in December 1951, when Paul Robeson led a delegation to the United Nations and presented a petition titled "We Charge Genocide," in the context of ongoing lynching and general violence against African Americans. This at a time when he had gone from being one of the most loved entertainers in his country to one of the most reviled, because of the forthright ways in which he expressed his critical opinions of his country and his government, of speaking truth to power. At the bidding of number 45, the ambassador has been sacrificed, and this surely raises the prospect of this country, its institutions, and its citizens being sold to those in charge of the American government. This suggests a profound crisis, and we need leadership prepared to stand up to bullies. As such, we should be vigilant in the face of attempts to undermine the current leader of the opposition, whatever his faults. Anti-Semitism is definitely not one of them, despite the narrative being constructed for our consumption. Speaking truth to power is. On that, his record is long.